Mike Gould here, Mayor of Houndstown, USA, President of Hounds, Dean of Students at Houndstown University. We're here with our friend TWIX, Twix. She's a lovely little girl. We're finishing up her 12-day boot camp actually today. So she is in a place that we designated that she has to go. The only place a dog in our world gets a morsel of food is when it goes to its designated place. And then once it's in its designated place, it can't get up until we release it. So I obviously prefer the dog going into a crate because a crate is contained. So here this requires a little bit more work, but it's possible. So this is what I mean. Go place. She made a little mistake. And that's the difference. You got to teach first, enforce later. I didn't yell, I didn't scream, she made a mistake. Let me repeat the same behavior and see if there's a difference. I'm watching her without staring at her. I saw her, she's looking at me, and that's the other part. I'm not giving her my energy. She has to adapt to us, so I can't always be staring and talking to her. So this time was a little better than the last time. I see her thinking about coming down. So this is conflicting to a dog. Doors are conflicting. Dogs are used to running outdoors. So they're commanded more by the door. They have to be commanded by us. And this is not, I don't care if she, and I'm watching her, by the way, although I'm looking at the camera. I see almost everything she's doing. And this is why it's important. She uses her peripheral vision. We use our peripheral vision. In the wild, dogs are not staring at each other unless they want a confrontation of either play or fight. So it's unnatural to stare. Dogs shouldn't be stared at necessarily. That doesn't mean you can't look at them. I'm looking and I'm moving and I'm flailing. And if I walk like this, that's how the dog has to be. So dogs, we talk about having to adapt to us. We're going to go outside in a minute. Understand, this is my food, so everything is ours, and this is not oppressive dog training. This is teaching a subordinate member to stay over there so she doesn't get in trouble. She won't have to fight the wolf. I'm going to drop this. My guess is she's going to get up. Maybe not. And this is a big thing, and it's again, notice I'm not yelling, screaming. I'm watching her. Now I'm going to pick it up. She may make a mistake. Mistakes are different than intentional acts of disobedience. And also with her especially, you do have to distinguish fear from disobedience, because when we go outside, you're going to see certain things she's afraid of. And fear and disobedience look very similar. So now, when I'm ready, I pull up my pants, I'm going to get my cup of coffee. She has to work around me, right? So the therapy dogs, the blind person has, no, whatever, you understand. The blind person can't automatically see, so the dog has to adapt to the blind person. Now, I'm going to release my little girl by just getting low and saying, okay, good girl, baby, and I love her. Leash and collar is on all the time. So now we can enforce behavior. Now she's looking for the food that's there. So this hasn't sunk in 100% with her. Now she's back over there, and I don't want her there. So I'm going to sit on my couch, and I'm going to say, okay, girl, what a nice girl. So if you look at her demeanor, does she look like she's been beaten here or hit over the head? No. Now I'm going to love her. I'm going to play, but I never touch a dog. Watch. Good girl, baby. If her, her 4 feet are always on the ground. I can't get her to jump on me. So we got a little more in this session, in this training session with Twix, we got a little more in. So in other words, some people are adverse to the crate and some dogs are adverse to the crate. So I use the map, but the dog always has to be comfortable in the crate. Meaning, now if I want to go take a shower, or you're having a party, or you're having children, or whatever the case is, now I can go, I don't have to worry about Twix. I don't have to stress out. I can go in the shower. I know when I come back, she'll be in a very safe, secure spot in her den. Same thing. I come back, I release her. She can't come out without permission. And she's a little confused. This isn't solidified in the dog's head. This is 12 days. This isn't 3 weeks or 3 months. I'm going to release her by doing what? Saying, okay, good girl, baby, good. And then I love her. She's nice and clean. She just came out of the bath. Notice she's not jumping. I don't think I could get her to jump. And if she did, what would I do? I'd pick up my leash. Let's see. Good girl. Go place. please. Good. What does she get when she goes in there? A treat. Her food. Everything comes. And notice it's the same bed, so in theory we can do that. All right, so you get the idea. Leash and collar is always on. If I was going to leave for the day, I'd unhook the leash. But other than that, even when I'm home, I leave the leash on while I can supervise her. I'm releasing her now, so be part of our family. Okay, good girl, and that's the end of it. All right, we're concluding our second part video. So we have all the things in place. The heel means walk in a certain place in the pack and never put tension on the leash. So again, in 12 days, not everything is solidified, but a lot of the behaviors we started to set in the dog's mind. So what we're going to do is put it all together. It's like a dance. It's choreographed dance, but I have to think first. So I can't take my coffee right now. I can't take my pocketbook with me right now. So I have to think of the dog first. So the first thing I want to make sure the dog is relaxed. He's calm. He's not overstimulated. Then the dog will watch my hand because we have opposing thumbs. So Twix needs me. Needs you to get them food, to get open doors. They don't have opposing thumbs. If they did, we'd be in a hole. I'd be out of business. I open, but just because I open, it's not an invitation to come out. The invitation to come out is the release command. Okay, good doggy, good doggy. So now by virtue of the leash being on, it doesn't represent excitement, right? So a lot of times people will go get the food, go get the leash, and the dog gets out of balance. So the leash is on, it's part of his body. It's like my shoes. So we're getting ready for a walk outside. I make sure I have the right equipment on. This is the only collar you should be using. If he grows out of it, get another one from us. We sell these. That's important. It's not because I make money on them. I don't. But if you use a different type of collar, it's like not having brakes in your car. So notice my energy here. I'm going to step out with my left. The dog's going to follow me. I'm going to stop at the door. He's going to sit. She. Let's see. Heel. I stop. Notice my energy. I step out my right foot and I open the door. She should not get up. I relax. Now, if I'm running late for a doctor's appointment, this isn't a good time. Dogs don't do good with excitement and inconsistency. So she's just, look, you can read her wonderfully. I'm stepping out my left foot. The left foot is the trigger, the command to move, like this. I stop here. Sit. Trick. Now, this is different. We're in an enclosed hallway. I step out my right. Sit. Now she sees outside, I'm going to correct a little. Sit. It's important to slow her down. Now I'm stepping out my left and off we go. Let's go. Okay, so today is a very windy day. What happens in wind? Leaves are blowing, plastic bags, plastic bottles. What are these to a dog? The animal brain. They're prey sometimes. Dogs that chase leaves all day long. I have dogs that see plastic bags blowing in the wind and they're afraid of it because they think it's an animal. So just for reference, we're going into a very busy area. We're going to walk by storefronts. What does the dog see in the storefront? His own shadows. He could become fearful of that. So we praise good behavior and we correct bad. Let's cut. This is how we go. Good doggy. She's on my left. She's doing great. There's a pterodactyl, which you call a train. Here comes the dreaded mailman. This is all difficult for the dog. Now I'm nice and relaxed. When I go down here, when she sniffs, I correct her. That's important. When she's sniffing, that means she's distracted. And that's when dogs are vulnerable to be eaten by the wolf. Once we get to where we're going, she can sniff all she wants. This is amazing. My shadow, her shadow. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to slow down, come to a stop. She sits. I step out my right foot. She stays. So she's distracted by the camera, but she's not reacting to the camera. This is difficult conditions for an animal. But she's dealing with it. And the ability of her to deal with something is important. Heel. Okay, healing indicates where the dog is at, meaning the dog should be able to adapt to my energy. Look at my hands. I can go fast, the dog is adapting. I can go normal, The dog is adapting. I can go slow. No energy. So that's how we know when a dog is really understands its place in the pack. If it's pulling or behind or sniffing, it's not. He can look, his tail's up. Her tail is up. I'm going to allow her to go potty. So I go to the destination with the dog on my left. She's got to sit. One last time, then I give her free time. Okay, good girl. Now, she can sniff, she can pee, she can poop. What she can't do is move my body. So she has a 12-foot radius right here, this little area to pee and poop. As we graduate to high school, we give her more space, just like we do with kids. More response. Good girl, babe. And she's cold, it's windy. This place is like the Wizard of Oz here. The other side to this structure is play. This is critical. So this isn't an oppressed, robotic kind of situation. Now I'm at the dog park. There's a ball. What is a ball? It's a prey item. It's just a rabbit, and she loves to chase rabbits. She's a predator. So we have a predator, and we have a play item. Watch this predator go. And the leash and collar is on. Good girl, good girl. So now, in 20 minutes, I can meet her entire needs. She can pee, she can poop, she can play. She's got her dead rabbit in her mouth. She saw another one. She'll accumulate them. Good girl, babe. So the point of the matter is, leash and collar's on. This may be difficult. And if you bring her to a public dog park, that might not be the best thing for her. Right now, until she's maybe in high school. I'm gonna see. Good girl. Leave it. Good. I pick up the toys. Good girl, babe. Good. And if I further this, I teach her to retrieve. But Twixie, and I'm going to stand out here for 20 minutes, and then that's it. She's good to go for the day. Maybe I'll do it again later. Good girl, Twix. And that's the end. Thanks.